in America, I think it's kind of like hot sauce. The hotter the better, the most, you know, and so the hoppier the better. But there is something addictive to an Imperial IPA if you can make it drinkable. Not that I would recommend drinking an 8% beer like that by the pint. My true test is maybe some night when I'm at home after a couple beers, if I want to drink it by the pint. To me, that's the difference between an Imperial IPA that's well done and a barley wine that I just wouldn't want to drink by a pint. But this beer was conceived out of our hop project, which was we did a bunch of different India Pale Ales and then Pale Ales in a series. As the brewery got busier and it became really difficult to manage releasing those beers at the same time every month, we decided to forgo that for a bit. Even though we still do varietals, we just don't commit to having them out at the same time every month. And every year we used to use all the hops that we had used for that project in the Odyssey. This year was the first time that we were able to use whatever we want, which was very free.
Nice.
Not that we didn't want to use those other varieties, but as a brewer, it was very freeing to kind of look for strengths and hops and have a clear slate to work with. So the hops we used this year was brand new that we haven't brewed anything else with, called Bravo. And we use that because
that was a good one last year.
We use that because it has a high alpha acid and a very neutral flavor. In a beer like this, we want a clean, big bitterness, and we needed something like that so that we didn't have as much hop true, wouldn't lose as much wort or beer, and also make a cleaner, less vegetal kind of character to the beer. And I think that did well. We also used Centennial and Cascade, which are two big hops for our IPA and our Phoenix Pale Ale. We knew they'd give us a nice American Pacific Northwest citrusy kind of aroma that we thought people would be looking for, we'd be looking for in an American Imperial IPA. We used East Kent Goldens because I think with those two hops, East Kent's give a nice fruitiness that rounds them out and makes them a little more drinkable to me. And also, because we've done with our 113, we always use a German hop, different growing region. We use German Northern Brewer as well. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. And you know, this is the debut of this year's, and we bottled it just the other day. So we've also got bottles for sale, and Andrew's going to come out. I want to ask him a couple questions about those sausages. I think there's a great pairing, although veal sausage would be much more mild. I enjoyed the different types of sausage. So, can you say a couple words about this?
Sure. I don't have time. My souffle is falling.
No souffles today. From the Majolica restaurant. Three sausages on that plate. There were two smaller ones. One was chicken. One was all pork seasoned with paprika, chorizo style. And then the larger one was beef and pork that was seasoned with mint and a little bit of cayenne pepper. It was a little bit spicy. Celery root. Or celeriac, if you guys don't eat that, it's that big knobby root that's in the produce section. Very good, not unlike a potato, starchy and mild celery flavor. The little greens on top we get grown up right up the road from the restaurant by a small privately owned greenhouse. He's just starting out, but they're extremely flavorful for the size and the delicate nature that they are. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And pickled mustard seeds, they're kind of fun. If you see them in the supermarket, you just reconstitute them with a little bit of vinegar, some salt, and sugar, and they plump right up. They'll keep in your refrigerator for a long time, and it's just a little different than prepared mustard. And the next course that we're doing is it's like an eggs Benedict, if you will. We're using peaky toe crab meat on it, which is also called Jonah crab, which is from the coast of Maine, where I was fortunate enough to reside for about 7 years. So I fell in love with that crab as opposed to the blue crab that we're more used to. It's very sweet meat, wilted spinach, and sauce Chiron, which is hollandaise with tomato paste stirred into it. So if you guys figure out how to make hollandaise, which I think everybody should try to do. It's so good. It's not so good for you, but
that's why it's
good.
That's why it's good. Exactly. There's a million variations on hollandaise, but Sauce Sharon is one of them. So hope you guys enjoy it. Everybody's having a good time.